My name is Jennie Jewitt-Harris and I'm an artist in residence at Watts Gallery and Artist Village in Compton near Guildford. I'm interested in all sorts of art, but at the moment I'm particularly doing drawing and collage. I like to draw things I found on the beach, perhaps washed up bits of wood and so on, that really show you their personal history. They've got kind of weather beaten and it's like they've had their whole history beaten into them. And I think they look amazing. They look like small worlds. So I like to draw those and perhaps collage in bits of paper that are to do with our own histories, and maybe put little people on them so that they look almost like a landscape in their own right. The reason why there's often a little person in my work is because I want the viewer, when they look at the piece of work, to see it as a landscape almost, as something that they might navigate through. And by putting a little person in the landscape, who perhaps you're not quite able to see who it is, it helps the viewer to imagine themselves in that space. And it changes our whole perception of the scale of a piece. Whether it's a drawing like this or it's an actual piece of driftwood, by placing a figure in it really changes our perception of what it's like to be in it or to be part of it. So it's quite important to me that the little figures appear. Some people don't like the work at all. And somebody said, why on earth would you want that on your wall? That's fair enough. But other people have said, oh, they think it's this or they think it's that, and which is something I haven't noticed myself, that perhaps they've seen in the work. And I like that. I like it if people find their own meaning or story in it. I prefer that than me telling them what my story was when I was thinking about the work. I think being in a place like this inspires me. Watts Gallery has an awful lot going on. There's Watts paintings, which in themselves are inspiring. He chose all sorts of subjects like life and death and the human condition, which I find really inspiring. Also here, there's a lot going on. There's the chapel as well as the main gallery and the beautiful surroundings. So if I'm stuck for inspiration, I can go for a walk here and easily find something that'll trigger something, and then I'm off again on a new idea.